navigating yourself through the messy middle of your next level and holding the vision no matter what. Let's talk about it. What is the messy middle and what do I actually mean by it? Well, the messy middle of your next level, aka your dream, is this weird in-between stage where you are not that old version of you anymore, but also not quite yet the new. What can make this space so hard to be in is your own wobbly energy. The energy of, I know what I want, I know who I want to be, and I know I want to achieve X, Y, Z. But I'm not 100% certain I actually can. So I'm going back and forth. Some days I feel like I can totally achieve it and I will for sure succeed. And on other days, you're more like, yeah, this is never going to work out. And let me tell you, everyone who has achieved great things in their life has been there and knows what this stage feels like. And it's totally normal to find yourself in this space because you've literally never played at this new level ever before, right? So you cannot know and cannot 100% be sure and convinced that it will work out for you. That only comes with experience, and experience only comes from doing. What I mean by this is what allows you to hold the vision regardless and act accordingly, aka believing in something that isn't tangible yet and that your eyes can't see, is the willingness to look like a fool for not knowing whether or not it's gonna work out, but choosing trust and faith in the thing anyway, paired with the confidence you'll gain by doing something extraordinary you've never done before and walking the path while it is being created. I myself, for example, am finding myself in a reality right now that doesn't reflect my inner state of mind and being at all. Well, to some extent it certainly does, otherwise it wouldn't be, but I have already outgrown this current reality of mine while still being in it. So my internal world doesn't match my outer world yet. And being able to hold that is the real mastery in it all. A younger version of me would have used that information against her because she would have felt like a failure. She would have felt like something was wrong. She would have felt like she was missing out on something, some information she doesn't know that keeps her stuck in this current reality, which then allowed my ego to jump in, make up stories, and tell me all reasons of why I will never be able to achieve my dream. Because I was so wobbly within myself, my own being, and I did not understand what was actually going on. It's only because I have realized all my dreams so far that I completely trust this current phase of my life and myself especially, and I'm confident that even though I am experiencing all this right now, I will achieve my goal. I will get to where I'm headed. I already know. And that is not because I have a guarantee, right? Or I have something tangible in my hands already. No, it is simply because my experience tells me so. With 100% success rate since I started realizing my dreams, I know that I have been able to achieve all of them, each and every single one so far. So I know that of course I will now also figure out a way to get where I am going. And that is a very powerful place to be in because it is only about when I'm going to achieve my goal, no longer about if I'm going to make it happen. And anyone who knows a little bit about the laws of the universe knows that it is literally a law in this universe that what you fully truly believe in and can already see in front of your inner eye and are aligned with and are headed toward to and are already embodying will eventually manifest in your reality. It's a given. It's a law. I don't make the rules, you guys. And that is also what actually makes me, don't know if you can hear my chair, I'm actually sitting on my hand makeup artist high chair. That is what makes me lean back and just enjoy the show with all its ups and downs of this wild and crazy ride that I'm on right now. This part right now, this phase is so important and is part of the process necessary, so to speak, in order to make this next dream happen. It's always been that way. So when you can get to a place where you expect the kind of success you wish to experience, it will happen for sure, in one way or form or the other. It's literally becoming inevitable for you to be successful, because that's how laser sharply focused you are. However, this still requires a lot of discipline, focus, and self-mastery from me. Because of course, I still do have days where I doubt and question myself, where I doubt whether or not I'm dreaming too big, whether or not I can actually achieve this massive big thing. I wobble in my energy, and the wobble is only normal. I really need and want you to understand, because you are adjusting, you are tuning yourself, you're recalibrating, right? Like to a new timeline, a new you, a new frequency. You have literally never been the person this next level requires you to be. If you could be the same that you are right now, you'd already be there. You have to become someone new, someone different. And that makes you wobble, because your energy, your frequency is changing. You will have to think more abundantly. You will have to be more faithful. You will have to let go and surrender more than you ever have before. There's so many things you will have to do and will have to stop in order to reach where you are headed that you haven't done before. And that process takes time. That process is what makes you go back and forth. Just like an infant that learns how to walk, you will fall down a couple of times. You will go back down on the floor for some time to crawl again, simply because it's easier. But you will always feel this urge of wanting to walk and get back up again, to try again and again and again, until eventually you finally can. So yes, I too experience days where I feel meh and not so hyped up about my next level, where I question and doubt and worry and blah, 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 blah. I just don't let those days affect my actions, mood, and results as much as I used to anymore. And that is something that will come naturally to you the more you connect to your inner power and your strength, aka the more you build resilience and self-confidence that I already spoke on earlier. So the messy middle is a really weird place to be in that most would like to skip. But I see it as a cocoon phase a caterpillar also has to undergo in order to become a butterfly. Because if it does skip that phase, if it tries to get out earlier before its time, it will literally die. And obviously, no one's gonna die from you trying to skip this weird in-between space. But trying to do so actually makes you miss out on all the gold and good this current phase has to offer, the importance of it. Because this is a process, a necessary part of your journey, where you learn and grow and understand, realize, accept, let go of, surrender. Those skills and experiences that you gain and make here are so necessary for where you're headed. You literally are becoming someone, just like the caterpillar is becoming a butterfly by staying in the cocoon until the time is up. So if you find yourself in this stage right now, just know that it's shaping you, it's forming you, it's preparing you for all that is to come. Don't try to skip it. Instead, start enjoying and embracing it, because the more you do, the quicker you will be given your wings to become a butterfly and fly high. So how you navigate yourself through all of this is, number one, by having a strong and clear vision of your next level. Who is it that you want to be? What is it that you are calling in? And what does that next level require you to be and let go of? And then sticking to that vision until it's so deeply ingrained in your brain that you naturally embody it and no longer question it. So your ego doesn't even have an easy game of coming up with all those BS stories and limiting beliefs, trying to like sneak in and making you believe that it's not doable for you, because you will just be that person for who it is. Number two, you don't wait until it's over, but you actively co-create how good or bad this phase is going to be, because you have a choice. You can decide whether or not this is going to be a fun ride and how enjoyable it is. Because think about it, the more connected, aligned, and attuned you are with where you're headed, the better this current experience will be. So you're no longer just waiting for finally making it, reaching that goal, but you are actually enjoying the ride. When you go on a roller coaster, you don't think at the very start of it like, oh, I just want this to be over with. You think I am here for the ride because it's the ride that's so much fun. I am here for all the ups and downs. I'm here for the screams. I'm here for the craziness. I'm here for feeling unsafe, but like full of adrenaline. That is what you're doing it for. You don't even want it to end because it's so much fun. And that is exactly the kind of place you should aim to be in when it comes to the messy middle. Number 3, you do so by grounding yourself. Walks in nature, doing sports, like anything that brings you back into the present moment. Walking barefoot or hugging a tree, whatever it is, meditation. But it's also visualization, keeping your vision regardless of what is right now, and continue replaying the end result, but also the in between, as in you can visualize that it's gonna be hard to make it less hard. You can visualize certain things you're gonna do, say, or will have to decide to make it a better experience. You will also have to take radical self-responsibility for your own crap. And literally like cut the crap. That also can include cutting off people and things that are not serving you, that are not allowing you to be the best version of yourself, the version you are becoming. Because guess what? Your victim mentality and stories are not gonna get you where you want to be. They are rather holding you back, making it much harder and making you feel also very crappy about yourself along the way. Don't do that to yourself. And that brings me to number 4, because learning how to navigate through this weird in-between space will also require you to cocoon for some time. As in, you will have to go more inward and really connect with yourself rather than being too much on the outside, too invested into everyone else's life, consuming too much content from other people that, worst case, are not even close to who you are aspiring to be. Which also requires you to be super present each and every single moment, to catch yourself when you are having bad and negative thoughts that are trying to pull you back into that old version of you again. And that requires you to be super aware of everything that's going on, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, everything. And that awareness only comes by making a powerful decision. The decision that you want different for yourself. The decision to fully commit to your vision, to your dream, to your next level. Whenever you fall out of it, whenever you miss on being that version this next level requires you to be, you catch it and you come back to the present moment and you realign and you rethink and you make a better, a new decision again that actually serves you instead of not. If you desire more clarity and guidance in doing so and becoming your next level self, my ebook, The Dream Code, is for you. You find all the details and the link to download it in the inbox. I see you next time. Thank you for being here today. The Queen of Dreams.